Chapter 65. The three of them couldn't calm down for a long time after leaving the game hall. Although it was Renju who had died, no matter how you looked at it, Renju was still a human being with flesh and blood. He wasn't a monster, nor a madman, and certainly not the wicked organizer. He lowered his head deep in thought, while Lin Ting followed closely behind him, not leaving his side. Old Lu, on the other hand, kept glancing back toward the room where Renju's body lay. He didn't seem to care about it much. Instead, he was searching for something else. What's wrong? He turned and asked. Well, old Lu hesitated, although it's a bit inappropriate to say this now. You gambled with your life and won. That means the other party's way is ours now. Don't be foolish. Tisha shook his head. Renju couldn't possibly have any more ways left. The 10 that he gave you were all he had. What? Old Lu widened his eyes in shock. Then Exaggertia shook his head. Impossible. I don't believe it. He hurried back into the room, trying his best not to look at Renju's corpse, and started rummaging through his drawers. In just a short time, the originally neat and clean game hall had been turned upside down. As Kisho had said, there was not a single way left here. Kisho shook his head from outside the room and said, if he still had any ways left, why would he have chosen to gamble with his life against us? Damn, isn't this cheating? Old Lu cursed angrily. He's trying to pull a fast one on us. Pull a fast one? Tisha was a bit confused by old Lu's reasoning. But didn't he stake his life on this? True. Oh. Folding his hands in front of Renju's body and bowing. I was too hasty with my word. Please forgive me. After bowing a few times, old Lu still felt a little cheated. He didn't want Renju's life. I need to look for something valuable, old Lu said, as he continued searching through the room. However, this was an old, abandoned game hall, and apart from scattered chess pieces, the only things of any value were the tables and chairs. This is a huge loss. Old Lu shook his head in frustration. Tit, we've taken a big hit. You almost died here. In the end, we're walking away empty-handed. As he spoke, old Lu suddenly noticed the pig mask Renju had left on the floor. A mask. Old Lu's lips moved, and he suddenly remembered something. Damn, this is the most valuable thing, isn't it? Tisha furrowed his brows and slowly walked forward. What are you planning to do? Do business. Old Lu picked up the filthy, foul-smelling mask and cradled it to treasure. Kid, with this mask, can't we make a business out of running a go club? What? TXIA's pupils shifted and had a bad feeling. Old Lu, do you plan to become Renju? Huh. Hell no. Renju? Old Lu waved his hand dismissively. I'm going to impersonate him. Do you understand impersonation? You? Old Lu raised the mask and pretended to put it on his face, making muffled sounds as he spoke. Finally, someone to play with me. Quick, distribute the pieces. Quick, distribute. Tisha frowned the whole time. This idea sounded too dangerous. The Zodiac are managed by those administrators, so could anyone just casually impersonate them? Old Lu, you should know that killing to steal the way is not allowed, right? Tisha asked. I heard Jiang Shan say something about that. But this isn't killing to steal the way. Old Lu pushed the mask forward. We didn't kill him. This isn't the way. That's not what I mean. Tisha took the mask from him and placed it on the table. I advise you not to mess with this. On a small scale, this is just impersonation. But on a larger scale, it's usurpation of power. It's even more serious than killing to steal the way. Usurpation of power? Tisha nodded. Must becoming a Zodiac require a test? What are the rules for designing a game? If you put on this mask without understanding these things, you might incur punishment from the administrators. Old Lu, upon hearing this, looked disappointed. Just moments ago, he had been envisioning his future, making dozens of ways every day, only for it to shatter now. Kid, don't you think you're being too cautious? Old Lu asked, feeling reluctant. Maybe this mask can be worn by anyone. as long as they can set the game. I don't know, Tija said. I'm just telling you my opinion. If you still want to wear the mask, I won't stop you. But before you do that, tell me the whereabouts of those two others. Old Lu thought for a while, then said to Tija, wait a moment. With that, he twisted his fat body, holding the mask in his arms, began running around the room. Not long after, he found a corner filled with discarded table boards. He hid the mask behind a table board, carefully covering it with layers of scrap materials. Let's hide it here for now, Old Lu said, patting the dust from his hands. A man's got to have a backup plan. He turned back and said, hey kid, I'll keep my word. I won't go back on it. Now, follow me. The three of them left the tense game hall and walked toward the desolate streets. Old Lu led them back down the same path they had come from. By the way, kid, why didn't you choose me earlier? Old Lu asked. What? Back during the truth or lie part. Old Lu scratched his chubby face. You chose that girl Lin Ting. Why didn't you choose me? Tisha helplessly replied. To be honest, I think Lin Ting is a bit smarter than you. Said Lin Ting, who had been a little down, suddenly burst into laughter. Tisha might be a liar, but often he didn't lie at all. What kind of nonsense is that? Old Lu said, slightly exasperated. TK, you don't understand me. The more critical the moment, the smarter I get, right? Tisha nodded. You get smart enough to steal the iron plate and hide in the corner. Huh? Old Lu suddenly found himself outwitted, looking a little embarrassed. You can't blame me for that. At the time, I didn't know you had such a strong will. Fair enough. We're even, Tisha said. Old Lu shrugged helplessly, then glanced at the aluminum pot that Lin Ting had been carrying. Have you two eaten the bear meat? Yeah, Lin Ting replied. It was really disgusting. Old Lu nodded sadly. The bear meat was horrible, but at least it filled our stomachs. Too bad Jiang Shan didn't get to eat any. In the end, he became the starving ghost. Why didn't he eat? Lin Ting asked nonchalantly. The next moment, she suddenly widened her eyes. Taisha also realized something and looked at Old Lu with the same expression. Starving ghost. Old Lu's eyes darkened, and he sighed deeply. Zhang Xiang's dead. Dead? The two exclaimed in unison. Yeah? Old Lu's expression became even more despondent. Otherwise, why do you think I'm the only one here now?